Very not good. My God, I am so sorry. Let me fix. There we go. Alright, I'm not gonna lie to you. We gotta get into this like right now. I should give like an intro. Bro, I'm so late. Okay, first let me say I'm so late. And I apologize, okay? I was busy. I was a little busy. Hello, I know, I'm late.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now.
I didn't say Alexa, but okay.
Try a little later.
I don't understand. I know I'm late. I'm gonna go ahead and just full screen this thing, and we're gonna hop right into it like right now. Okay, good. They give like a nice 15-minute cooldown. How nice of them.
Mid. Arkham
What is?
Origins.
Wait. Oh, it's just them like chatting.
No, don't put that. Don't put that.
Wait, dude, this is still 30 minutes back. Oh my gosh.
Do that to me. What the hell?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man. Diablo is my childhood. Path of Exile is a lot better now. Ah.
I'm gonna put the Twitch link in here and we're gonna hop right into it.
Breath of the Wild.
Ooh. I have a long story about Ocarina of Time. Pass.
Ocarina of Time.
Alright, let's get us into the stream. Please, thank you. Yo, we're checking out the showcase, New Game Plus. This is like a whole new thing that they decided to make this year. Basically, it's gonna have a whole bunch of showcases for different games. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of trailers and, I guess, new gameplay for games that are already announced. That's Atomic Heart. I know that for sure, because I remember seeing that trailer. But yeah, I'm kind of late to this, so I'm kind of like hopping into it like 30 minutes into the stream. So thankfully I have the ability to fast forward into stuff, you know, it's pretty cool. We always love being able to just get right into stuff, right? So yeah, let me get rid of the chat. We're gonna be just fully on in this, just checking all this stuff out. We got flying robot dragons. So anytime there's like an ad, because I'm sure they're gonna have some kind of ad or something, bro. I'm just gonna skip through it. Oh, that's good. That's good. Oh shit, Atomic Heart. Like that's like 2. That's the first one, I mean. At least I think it is. Wait, are we gonna get like a new trailer for the next DLC? Because there's supposed to be like one more DLC coming out. I'm fully caught up on that game now. I gotta say, it's pretty fun. Got wanted post and shit. Alright, let me skip to when they actually get it going. Okay, there we go. New Game Plus. This is all just a bunch of like previews for the games I'm gonna be releasing, but
welcome to the New Game Plus.
it's good to be like a little bit shocked,
built
you know?
by creators who love games for what they are and not just the games that pay to have them promoted. First up, I'm Hunter. I'm normally behind the camera across gaming and esports events, and I work on social accounts for a ton of different games. My favorite games of all time would probably be RuneScape, Dark Souls 3, Leaf Green, Black Ops 2, and Star Wars Battlefront 2.
You would
we
have
Jake Lucky. Kind of the
Jake
point where
Lucky?
gaming, esports, and streamers collide. If you look at him for too long, you'll start to wonder why his neck is so long, and if you look
Isn't
at
this
his
Your
Twitter
Rage
for
is
too
Off,
long,
bro?
you'll wonder how
What
much
the
Nate
fuck?
Shot paid him to tweet clips of him every single day. His favorite games of all time are RuneScape, Age of Empires 2, Halo Infinite, Jumpstart Adventures with Bodley, and CSGO.
I don't have beef
Next
with
up, Luauti, a streamer with a hatred of spoons and a love for dragon sex. Lua probably has more personality than the rest of us.
Okay.
And her pinky.
Baldur's
Her
Gate?
favorite games include Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, XCOM 2, Witcher 3, and Mass Effect. Then Luke Stevens, the mind of a critic with the heart of a fan. Luke breaks down games
Banger
to their
picks.
DNA and really looks
Banger
at
picks.
everything a game has to offer. Where our brains might be smooth, his is nice and wrinkled. His favorite games of all time are Elden Ring,
But 4 a.m. is cray cray.
2, Last
It
of
can
Us,
so.
Witcher 3, and
Good picks.
Batman Arkham
Good
City.
picks.
The fifth and
Yeah, we're
final
up a little bit later
in-person
than
member
usual.
This year is I Am Rob.
Well, like, still
Rob
like
came
4
from
p.m.
the
right now.
hell of making Call of Duty videos to the other
I'm
hell
creamy.
of platinuming games.
I
His
bamboo
favorite
games.
of all time are Witcher 3, Halo 3, Batman Arkham
Bro,
City,
so many
X-Men
Witcher
Legends, and Call
3
of Duty Modern
fans, and
Warfare
that's a
2.
good sign.
Not to be confused with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
I need to get
Then
new
our
headphones.
final
These
member
things are
is
like
Blue
constantly
Thunder, the man
sliding.
who is always spotlighting the next hidden gem before anyone else sees it coming. He just had a beautiful second child.
I feel back
that
it's like 4
luckily
a.m. for
takes
you right
after
now.
his
That's
wife,
crazy.
So he's not here in person.
I figure
but
like
was
12
a
hours
major
difference
part of
for
the
me.
showcase. His favorite games of all time are Resident Evil 2, Silent Hill 2, Elden Ring, The Last of Us, and Metal Gear Solid 2.
These are like recent games.
Together
Well, they're
we're
not too
presenting how we
recent.
think game showcases should feel. Conversational, authentic, and transparent.
We are here to celebrate what actually excites us. Incredible worlds, creative devs, and the stories behind those games that we love so much.
There's no
That's for
paid
lunch.
placements, no marketing scripts, just pure passion and excitement for what's coming up in game.
You can expect a wide range of content, including new trailers, fresh gameplay, developer interviews, behind-the-scenes content, and even some updates to your favorite games.
So sit back, grab your drink of choice, and let's dive into
So we're getting
some
stuff
of the
for like
games
new
that we
game or
think
for
are
current games
worth
too, which
your
is good.
attention. This is the new game.
I
Plus
feel like there
game
needs to be
showcase.
more
Also, who
updates on like
picked the
current
name?
games. Like you can make genuine
New
events
game
about
is a
that.
Work in progress.
Wait, what's the name of
New
it?
game plus shows the showcase.
New plus
of-
the game plus the showcase.
Have we trademarked that yet?
It's just new game showcase. You guys didn't get a
Well, we have
plus in there.
cups.
We already got the cup.
I feel like somebody already took it when they heard it.
The cups are done,
We
dude.
might have to cut our losses.
There's no changing it.
Cheers.
Perfect.
I should have been here an hour earlier. We could have been like watching all the other things, but I forgot.
All right, guys. So first
Blind
up, we
Descent.
have 3 awesome games. We have
Deep
Blind
Dish
Descent
Dungeon
coming
and
from
the Blood of
Owlcat.
Dawnwalker.
We have Deep
That's a
Dish
fire game I'm
Dungeon
looking forward
coming
to.
from Behold and Raw Fury, as well as an exclusive interview with the Dawnwalker creative director.
That game looks fire, bro. Playing as a vampire, oh, that's always nice. This is like Subnautica. At least that's what the vibe's giving. I mean, it's also giving like Minecraft, like realistic Minecraft. Original soundtrack by Corvad. Tentacles? Symbiosis. Wall running. What the frig are you fighting? Like giant bugs? Giant freaking... A mosquito. This is a game that's already out, I'm assuming. No, it's not, because it's a wish list. What is this one? Behold Raw Fury. Oh, I like the aesthetic of this. This like not 8-bit, but like, you know, like the retro kind of design. It's giving like old school Tomb Raider. Cool. Yeah, this looks fun. I agree. This does look fun. I have to try out Code Vein. I've heard a lot of things about it. Oh, okay, so yeah, it is a co-op like dungeon crawling experience. Let me move the mic over a little bit so you guys can properly get me. Giant spiders, people dying of acid and skeletons. Deep Dish Dungeon. The Triple D experience, nice. This is a game I'm really looking forward to. I think this comes out this year. I'm really looking forward to this game though.
Must be here somewhere.
I feel like it's really nice to be able to go from one game with a certain like era and then going to another game with the same era. Like I'm playing Kingdom Come right now, and I'd say it's like around the same era as this. Obviously, different universes. There's no like vampires in Kingdom Come.
Dawnwalker is like a special kind of being in our IP. It's neither a fully a vampire nor a human. It's something in between. What this means is basically,
You're basically Blade.
that you, as a Dawnwalker, you have underwent a transformation. You used to be human. And now, during the nighttime, you do get all the powers and the difficulties of being a vampire.
Cool.
So you get the blood craving and so on. But during daytime, these powers are dormant, and you still have to eat. You have all the weaknesses of a human.
He's
right?
got like
But
a
also the
food
perks of being human.
hot
One of
bar
the
right here. He's got
things that
apples,
is
cheese,
unique to
with
humans in
blueberries, and
our
a
IP
torch.
is being able to use magic, so casting spells. The Dawnwalkers are not very commonplace in that IP. They are very, very rare, rarer than vampires. So you
Okay.
as a Dawnwalker are kind of special in this regard. I would say the short-term things that have immediate impact on the character development are you have to feed on,
Bite.
you know, either animals or humans
Voracious
on
bite.
blood suddenly, right? So you
Damn,
get
them
these
teeth are gnarly.
cravings, you get these like weird, eerie experiences.
You don't shake that
you
that bite
didn't
off,
have
bro.
as a
Oh
human.
my god, his arm. His arm.
Streak of vampires actually caught him on his low point when he was vulnerable. He has used specific traits of vampiric blood in order to cement his position in the valley. Because, you know,
Almshouse
having
monstrosity.
a bloodsucker as your lord might be a tough sell. However, if the alternative is getting sick and, you know, dying in thousands, actually it doesn't sound as such a horrible thing.
So you can choose to be a vampire, or you can fight vampires and humans.
Beliefs in order to install himself as a savior of the valley. We do explore this in the
I'm assuming there's also multiple endings. You can choose to be more like good karma, bad karma, whatever.
Directed to Brensis, new iconography shown in the local cathedral, for example.
I don't think we have a lot of like werewolf games, do we? Like games you can just turn into werewolf. I know there's plenty of like vampire ones. There's
so he basically
Vampire the Mask. I don't know what it's called. Vampire Bloodline. I don't remember. But it's something like that.
To shrines that are erected,
like that just came out, like the second or sequel of it.
Puts a lot of attention to.
It does look really cool.
Twist them to his own image, and these do have a functionality. When you play the game, we have assigned specific functions to them. Generally speaking, one of the things we wanted to achieve in this game is to have Brensis being this active antagonist. You know, in a lot of games, the antagonists are out there to be defeated, but generally speaking, you have free reign. You do your own thing, and it doesn't really, you know, change much in how they approach you. And in this game, what we wanted to do is to have Brensis react to your actions as you know, complete different activities throughout the valley, as you maybe undermine his operations and so on.
It's fun. I'm gonna play it when it comes out. I wonder when it does come out. It has to be like this year, I'm pretty sure.
The way you can think about it is like
the
more you do in the valley, especially
scary and big.
If you undermine Brensis, you will gain notoriety. The more notorious you are, the more edicts Brensis will pass in order to thwart you. So, for example, you might send out more soldiers to patrol roads.
Damn, bro, he attacked without even looking.
In some extreme cases,
I might have to do like a
lockdown of the city,
notification thing or like a detection system.
Your ways of traversing it, right? There is a number of these edicts.
So you can teleport to parkour.
Each of them is designed to kind of twist and change the general open world gameplay. It also has benefits. There are factions in the valley that dislike Brensis, so the more notoriety you gain,
the more in tune you get with them.
You get, like, they actually like
them.
There is a number
portions
of
look like For
bloodlines
Honor. They
that
do.
You can follow if you want. You can also cut them off.
Low key, yeah.
We have added these systems where, for example, you might lose control over.
Need to really
he's a vampire,
use the For Honor mechanic more.
Hungry.
I mean, I guess they do in Kingdom Come because you have like directional blocks and attacks.
Just cuts off basically, or you get some alternative version. There are some ways to enter the castle in the open world. You can ignore these side plot lines. You can level up Cohen and decide to attack the castle on your own, right?
Out of curiosity, is there romance in the game?
Romance?
Yes, of course.
Can you get with a vampire shorty?
Yes. We didn't delve deep into like with whom yet.
Okay.
Vampire baddie, please.
I'll leave that for the future to talk about.
Or a woman that you can turn to vampire.
Yes, you can expect to.
Well, I don't know if your character has the ability to do that. They're like a halfling,
like
right?
One main goal, very varying ways to get to it. These different ways that you pick will impact, you know, what happens with Veil Sangora in the end. And it's all
yeah, they're like showing that like you have to block down below and then you hit that low area.
And having fun with it.
Okay, cool. I'm really looking forward to that game.
Martian survival, co-op adventure.
Gives me Subnautica vibes, and in the best
yeah,
way
that's
possible.
what I was guessing
really like
too.
It, but like more.
Okay, I'm gonna skip through all these because
really cool.
we're trying to catch up with the rest of the stream.
Games every single time, but
an infinite map generator.
What is this? What is
Payback
this?
From PlayerUnknown, Beautiful Light from Deep Worlds, and Project Shadowglass from Starhelm Studios.
Let me allow that, my bad.
An infinite map generator with some game loops on top
Smash
of it.
these brownies
so
to me, that sounds good.
A survival loop, which is pretty hard. Get to the weather tower, we give you a map and a compass and not much else. Some basic survival mechanics. And it's a game against yourself more than anything else and kind of the decisions you make. Then we also have just objective survive, which is just see how long you can last in the world. And free roam for those that just like a hike. The differentiator, or the thing that makes a difference, is that we can generate essentially infinite maps of 8x8 scale. Like, we have a map editor in the game and stuff like that.
Wait, we kind of look alike. That is not me. That better not be me, Ricky. Ricky, that better not be me, Ricky. That does not look like me. That is not me. I can't see you because I'm not on the TikTok thing. I'm on... Hold on. Let me see this shot on my phone real quick.
Experiment or proving some technology we've developed. It's no longer an experiment, it's in production, so it works. But it's also going back to my love of survival games and those kind of emergent, just...
Oh shit, I can't see my shit. What the hell?
It's just get there, and how you get there is fully up to you.
Basically, oh, I can't see it.
Seed, you get the same...
That is not me, though.
Sure, you get the same cabin layout, and you maybe get the same loot. So you and 4 friends could...
Maybe if I had glasses, I would look a little similar, but we're twins. Okay, yeah, totally.
And while we don't have multiplayer yet, you have this kind of asynchronous multiplayer that, as long as you can share the seed with people. And I thought, wouldn't that be a cool thing for events where you have 16 streamers and see how long they can survive in objective survival?
Ooh, that'd be fire.
So you can race to the weather tower quickest, or we can set up the weather just to get...
It's like a Minecraft survival games. Minecraft Hunger Games, you know, except it's real life based. That's pretty hot.
It's generally the other side of the map. We do have prompts now that tell you what to do in the world. But yeah, there's some simple survival mechanics. Keep yourself warm, keep yourself dry, light fires, board up windows, keep your body in a good temperature, get across the map. And we don't tell you where you are on the map, except when you find a new map in the world and it updates your position.
Oh my god, ew, that's what the map looks like? It's like blocks and stuff?
So
it's like a Tetris game.
GPS, stuff like that. I want to make sure that the worlds we're generating have enough depth that when we add story and mission and quest-based...
That is kind of cool, actually. I sound like I was trashing it, but genuinely, I think it's a cool concept.
That it makes sense. Like,
it's like you're in different biomes.
I want to have like infrastructure, like telephone lines, this kind of stuff, so the cabins aren't just random cabins in the forest. That there seems to be some, like, you know, logical placement of stuff in the world. And once we
I love brownies. Brownies are so good.
Go, well, okay,
Rustville was good. Yeah, it's like Rustville was more realistic, and it wasn't just based off people just killing each other and becoming like monarchs or something. Because that would be bad.
Or go and do various things. Right now, there's a bunch of cabins and there's survival mechanics, but we want to add a lot more depth to the environment. Preface is a tech demo. That I always said I wanted to release a free tech demo of the engine we're building, and that's what Preface is. And the kind of poetic thing is that my last game will be Preface, because it'll just be a visualization of what's possible with our engine at that time. And it's more like Minecraft survival, that it's an example of what you can do with the engine, and it'll be open source and free for everyone, so you can do whatever you want. So having this kind of digital space, like an internet in 3D, I don't see anyone working towards that. I see small bubbles, but I don't see anyone really trying to do Earth-scale terrain with millions of people. And that's kind of the bigger goal, and that's why we've broken it down into 3 games. The aim is that you should be able to do anything from 10 by 10 to 100 by 100 with 5v5 or 100v100 relatively easily and not have any problems. We will build maybe an Earth-scale terrain, maybe smaller, with hopefully a network layer that supports...
Earth scale is crazy. Is that what he just said? Earth scale? That's not happening.
Civilization, MMO.
Yeah, you're reaching for the clouds. But I'm not trying to dismiss him or like
I want you to just jump around the world,
demoralize him. If he genuinely think he can do that, Brendan Green, go for it. Imagine a GTA map, bro. A GTA map where it is literally like people were saying that GTA 6 was going to be like a mixture of all the GTA maps together, like GTA 4. San Andreas, Vice City, all of that shit mixed together. I was like, bro, that's not happening. They would never be able to do that. Like, that would be way too big. What is this? Uh-oh, hold on. In-game footage. Oh, is this the... Hold on, let me see. I think it is. Oh, yeah, skin that thing. It's growing flowers, alright. Is this that extraction shooter game? The like SCP kind of vibey one? Play soon? Well, I'm gonna be fat as... Ugh! Got mutated dogs and people. Yeah, I see 3 players. Yeah, this is definitely it. This game looks exciting. I tried to like sign up for the thing, for the testing, and I didn't get in, unfortunately. They didn't accept it. But I do definitely want to try this game out when it comes out. Is that just a floating ball of fire throughout the whole map? Wait, maybe this isn't the game, because they had like a HUD. This has no HUD on it. This looks fire. Wait, you can play as the monsters too? Wait, actually, what is this game? I could have the completely wrong game, actually. That's the Extraction, right? Wait, maybe I do have it right. Oh! Someone got shot off the freaking cliff. Enter. Secure. Extract. Beautiful light. Okay, yeah, this is a different game. This is not all what I thought it was. But it looks cool.
In a world where pixels
what
were
the
once
freak?
only 2D.
They're 3D. Oh, I'm just with you. I'm Dominic John, the dev behind Project Shadowglass.
Somebody Fallout Helldivers. Yeah.
RPG.
That's what it feels like.
Letter to classic immersive sims like Thief and System Shock.
Throw in like Division, I guess.
Prototype rooms that I've been working on some of the core systems in. No art, no assets.
You know, we've come full circle when like making
human-made,
kind of bad like old school graphics is the way. This looks good though.
What we do.
And they said making it 2D, but this looks 3D, which is crazy. It's got that 2D vibe, but it's 3D as fuck. Like usually like in these kind of games, like all the like props and stuff will be like floating and like moving as you're moving, you know? So like if there's like a couch right here and you're moving, it'll like stay like that and like stay in like the same look, but like this stuff is genuinely like staying like
if you have
static, if that makes
headphones,
sense.
I would highly suggest wearing them. All the audio in Project Shadowglass is going to be 3D, and not just 3D, but simulated.
I used to play like Medal of Honor on the PSP.
Is going into the left ear.
Bro, that game was so confusing because everything was
size
pixels.
Of the space.
I had no idea what was going on.
You can hear the character of the sounds change.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna walk into the hallway of mute.
And if we go around the wall, we can still hear it coming from the opening in each ear.
That's cool. That's cool. Vaulting. Surface interaction, nice. We're shooting apples off. It's literally just like, it's a good game, just with the skin of a bad texture on it. Basically.
The Shadowglass Discord today, so if you have any ideas or suggestions or just want to follow along, feel free to wishlist Project Shadowglass on Steam.
I'm gonna wishlist this because this does look pretty fun.
Things are coming along. Thank you so much, all the crew at New Game Plus for having me.
I wonder if there's gonna be a story behind it. We didn't see like any bosses or any enemies yet. It's just like kind of just showing how the gameplay looks, and it looks good. Gameplay does really look good for that game, so
to start
I'm
with,
pretty interested.
Prologue, go way back, another survival game that we're seeing, and we were talking, it's a bare bones survival game where there is no common enemy. Your enemy is the elements, where you just have to try and survive and make it to that point. So if you guys don't know Brennan Green,
it's super exciting, and also Distant Shores, Brittany.
I had to skip through on the video. Ooh, astronaut Laura Croft. Fighting shadows.
My name is Amin Bouafa. I'm a film music composer.
Aphelion.
I am the composer for Aphelion, the video game. I remember having a message from Talal saying that he loved the score of Summit of the Gods, and they are working in a
the music and all of this is really nice, bro. They've been putting
inviting me to.
I never really like considered how important music is to gaming. I never really put it that high, but when music is really good, like it really immerses you.
Understand how the music would be interactive. So how to compose, how to write music that would be interactive, with models, with stems, with separating the different elements, and at the same time, how could the music, how the structure of the music would be an evolving structure, It was very important for me first to have the story of Ariane and Thomas, like that. The log line is the story, both of them. So there is a theme.
Oh, so it's two characters. Not only it's two players.
Relationship between them, and then the frozen aspect of the music. I mean, for me, it was very important first to feel the cold in the music, to feel the wind, to feel the ice.
The crystal.
It's an instrument that had been invented by the Bachet brothers.
Yeah, music makes the game that much better.
For me, it looks like an alien instrument.
You got good music for atmosphere. You got good. Is it wet?
That it's a musical instrument. To play the instrument, you need to get your hands in water, and then rub crystal buttons that are in this metal structure. Could convey this frozen identity of the score, and at the same time having this
I think I'm hearing it. It's like the little like
sense of in the score.
I kind of like think I understand it. Oh my god, not the organ. You don't play organs in video games. Oh, it's lagging. You don't play organs in video games unless you're gonna have a huge boss fight or something.
It's a huge planet, but I wanted to get this huge instrument and that it could also play very soft. The organ has a lot of sounds. It could be very soft, it could be very aggressive, it could be large, it could be intimate. For me, it's the planet. The planet could be very welcoming and suddenly very, how to say, very dangerous.
Yeah.
And very sacred in the same
That
time.
makes sense.
So
that makes sense.
I thought that the organ could be this, could give this majestuous feeling to the score. I'm so happy to write
That's
the
some
music
good
for
music,
a film.
bro.
It's the first time for me to write a video game score, and it's a lot of fun and a lot of passion.
Have we seen a trailer for this game? I don't feel like I've heard of this game before. Of course, like I'm sure this thing is still like in not early access, but you know, still in development. So this comes out in 2026 though. But I don't think I remember seeing it. Well, no, you got a whole cover for it, so I'm assuming the game's already well and done. What is this game? Oh, headshot. Akimbo. Drifting in a freaking spaceship. What are we looking at here? The Expanse. Oh, this is the show, right?
Had some discussions at the early stages of the production, to be honest, whether to go fully class system or something else. And
I haven't seen this show
again,
yet.
we started with sitting down and lining up.
But it's pretty popular, and I kind of want to check it out because I love space shit. I
that
love
the
space shit. I
player
love Star
might
Wars.
perceive the
Love
game,
Star.
the power fantasy,
Say Star Trek.
he can express himself in combat.
But I have to check out like more
he
space
might
stuff.
want to
Start out
be a
Mass
sniper,
Effect, you know.
might want to be a hacker, maybe an engineer, something else. As we designed those play styles, we thought how to mix it up a bit, how to let player
These
to
niggas are fine.
experiment
What the hell
with
were
what
those
he
two?
encounters during the game. So, for example, when he finds a neat shoulder cannon, as we shown in the announcement trailer, even
See
if
the way they dive, like
he's a sniper, he might want to experiment with that. Why not? It fits the universe, it fits the playstyle. He might want to see how it works. And so
Oh my god, they got
decided why not
flamethrowers?
to give him the possibility to do that. That was the idea behind the playstyle.
Organs
So
of my
playstyle
faith.
is basically the starting preset that kind of gently guides you towards the
They got this
certain
fucking
direction
baddie
of
cast
your
over here. Look
power
at this.
fantasy of how you play the game.
And they got
At
this
some
nigga
point,
just to be a
the
menace,
player will
probably a
need
nobody,
to
though.
commit to his choices. So again, it's important part of the choices system. You know, if you just can switch everything on the fly, that kind of makes your choices
I mean, it's
less
obviously
important.
because it's zero gravity.
So
you can
at
see like she
some
clicks her
point, you
feet
need
to
stick
disable her gravity or whatever, or to center herself in. I don't know how it works.
Build around them.
They get shot and suddenly it's like they're in space again.
But you will need to commit. During the character creation, you will have to choose between three major factions. Your origin, so you will be either Belter or Earther or Martian. Facial customization, appearance, you can choose your body type.
So you will be playing as a Pinkwater mercenary with different type of origin that you would create. You will have your sibling with the same, like, identical one. They will look a little bit different because they're their own person. They have their own personality. These events are set during the first 3 books, I think.
Oh yeah, I've seen Mass Effect Andromeda, bro. I'm not gonna see my sibling for the entire game. I know how that shit works.
The events from a different angle, and this part will be to some degree shown in your character creation.
Every companion should belong somewhere in the universe, and they have their own background, consisting of their faction and their acquaintance. They have some background story, their own struggles. All this stuff will influence how they perceive the situations player encounters. So in every major plot event, they will have their opinions. They might hint you towards some decisions. They might provide you some assistance, or maybe even some crucial contacts to go for help, for advice, for military support. Maybe. Of course, they will have their own stories, their own struggles, and you can choose to help them, or maybe to ignore their own stories, totally depending on how you want to be invested in this particular companion. The choices you make for those companions also will matter in long term.
Yep, some of them will have romances, and you can see on our background companions.
Perfect.
We cannot say who is going to have romance, but there will definitely be.
You need romance in a good
game.
space game.
It's a small crew on the small ship. You know, the Expanse. It's a universe where everyone flies in very tight spaces for a very long time. So there is a dynamics in the crew as well. We have a few layers of the combat system. First of all, it's obviously the gunplay. A few classes of weapons that you can use, and mostly you do it from the covers, so it's a cover-based gunplay game. And the second layer of the combat system is that's your abilities. That they might be more like offensive ones, maybe something like a grenade or a shoulder cannon, or maybe something more defensive like a shield, or maybe a protective drone. A lot of gadgets that
I still can't get over the way they die, bro.
And as Julia mentioned, there are some play styles that are mostly focused.
You just throw their hands straight up, man,
rather than using your weapons. Third layer, but still very important, that's obviously your companions. They have their impact on the combat.
They have abilities you could call them.
Combat opportunities. That's particular situations when you can order your companion to use an exploit in the arena, in the environment, to gain a certain advantage in combat. We decided against the management, the gameplay part of the survival stuff. So you won't be counting your gallons of reaction mass or how much water you need to recycle before it dries out, nothing like that. But still, the Expanse universe is very dangerous. So in terms of narrative, the survival will be a part of the game. You will have a tremendous enemy. You will have a lot of very dangerous situations that you will have to get out somehow. There will be a lot of survival in terms of your player experience, just not as a particular mechanic. You will be able to fly around the solar system. You will be able to visit various planets. We mentioned.
Who said nice? It was like nice.
Have Luna, Mars,
who are you telling?
Ceres,
that's what we should be saying.
Io, and some other cool places to visit. And some of those places will be like major social hubs where you can just walk around, meet other people, drink at the bar, shop for better equipment and stuff like that. So you will have plenty of places to go and to visit and to look at. The Expanse universe is cruel, and some characters might die because of your choices.
Oh man,
Stay
we
tuned
love
for
that.
More. We will show more
Suspense and
very
choices,
soon.
absolutely.
Have something cooking. I hope you will like it.
I need to check out the Expanse games and also the Expanse show, I guess, to get the concept.
We trust your flight was smooth.
What's this? Boy, it's like a life pod down.
We have landed you on the outskirts of Genyak Island.
Genyak
Stay
Island.
alert.
Hey, Aaron, it's Thomas. You know, your brother. You said you would visit me here, but you never did. Look, bygones be bygones. Just find me in the West Zone. I'll be waiting.
Oh, we're crafting. Oh, no, okay. We're pushing stuff apart. Telepathy. But use it for parkour.
Sometimes I dream about what's under the ocean. A distant shore, waiting to be explored.
What the hell? So it's a parkour game with the use of gravity. It's like Portal, but instead of gravity. Oh, that's cool. You're like bending it into shape. Twist them together. Twist that and then jump it. Nice. Okay. See, that's just like a parkour game. A little calm parkour game. Yeah, use red to push things away from each other. Bro doesn't even know where he's going, honestly. He's just kind of doing this shit for the fun of it. He just messing around just because. Damn. Holy crap, he's moving. Oh, he fell. Yeah, use the force. Charge shit. Charge that shit. And charge that shit. This dude's just lazy, man. He could have easily plugged that in with his hands, but no, he decided he had to use gravity. Dang. What are we doing, dude? Just making a freaking abomination. A static mess. Destroying glass? Knocking the poor mascot off? Just bending fences too. I wonder how much of this is like free and how much of it is like pre-done. What, is there a monster somewhere? You're not gonna have a boss fight. No, it's raining. Oh, okay, he's getting shocked, electrocuted. Alright, the gods are mad at him. Tamed gravity. Uh oh, hold on, wait, there is a boss fight. He's getting shot at by like a robot. Turret integrity. Just throwing dolls at it.
Slipping boats on the faucet. Such a peaceful place to be seen. It's a wonderful way to be free.
Distant shore. Bretagne. Okay.
Let's start.
I don't know if it's for me because it is a parkour
My understanding
game.
is it's a dual protagonist game, so you'll actually be swapping back and forth as they sort of work together. And I'm sure there's parts where you're separated, parts
Alright,
where
next
maybe you're
games.
together, working together.
From Obsidian, that being some
Avowed
updates
and
for
Grounded
Avowed,
2.
as well as Grounded 2. We also got exclusive time with them and had some interviews, which were very exciting.
I don't remember if Avowed was received well. I feel like people didn't like Avowed. But I could be wrong. I just haven't seen much on it.
Avowed is a Obsidian first-person action RPG set in the world of Pillars of Eternity, where the player plays as an envoy sent by the Emperor of Adir to the Living Lands to investigate a mysterious plague that's kind of spreading throughout the lands, causing chaos, and you play as the envoy trying to figure out what's kind of going on down there. Do things that affect it in positive ways, negative ways, or in between type of ways, with that type of choice and consequence.
Lots of enemies. Bro just walks up on you and slaps you?
Like we've gotten a bunch of abilities added to the Ranger and Fighter trees to kind of more fill it out comparatively to the wizard tree. Aspects about it that are like arachnophobia mode, that was like a big community requested feature, as well as changes to progression.
Instead of legs they have swords, and then there's just a ball of spikes,
as well as bug fixes and crash fixes.
And you can play now as the different species.
Yeah, we've added different species.
Oh, nice.
The Amauin, Orlins, and dwarves
that's for the best.
A lot of our decisions we make are revolving around the player community, so we work really closely with our community management team. We get like a spreadsheet, kind of see what the things that are bubbling to the top. Like an example, like quarterstaff was something where just we wanted to feel like more like a wizard, right? That kind of wizardy vibe, as well as playing as Orlins. Like I think players just were bummed that we didn't include that in the base game. So I mean, it really comes down to like the time and what the community wants, and that's kind of how we decide to go about it.
We notice like players really role play their characters in the game, so we always want to give them as many options as we can to like customize their features or character.
I feel like any game that limits
in this world,
your ability to be any race,
journey through the story,
unless it's like important to the story, like how Mass Effect is. But any like if you're playing like say Skyrim and they only let you be like a red guard or like
want to make
a Nord instead of like literally any of the other races that aren't human. That seems kind of crazy.
Races, we discussed it early on in Avowed. It's something to both previous Pillars games had. It's a lot of work and a difficult thing to really nail down, especially in Avowed with its parkour systems and its combat mechanics and all the weapon types and stuff like that in the game. Our different races are different sizes, they're different shapes, they're a very unique game experience when you play as each one of them in a first-person game specifically. So it was something like new to wrangle for Avowed. We had no time to finish it as we're making Avowed, and now we can give it to the players, so it's a more rounded experience compared to the original Pillars games. It should be a whole new way to play the game. If you pick an Orlin or an Amawa, it makes you feel completely different in the world, especially if you use
one's smaller and the other one's like longer.
It changes it again how you feel and present in this game, so it's pretty awesome that we can finally bring that.
New Game Plus allows the player to bring over all their abilities, all their equipable
Speaking of New Game Plus,
reset it back to level 1, so it's not like you're just outright OP basically, but you'll have the end game gear with all its like enchants to be able to just start the new game, as well as we have like modifiers on enemies that kind of either make them more resistant to some of the elemental types, or modifiers that make them more resistant to being stun locked or hit reacted. And that kind of gets sprinkled in kind of somewhat randomly throughout that New Game Plus experience to kind of get that added challenge, but also let the player still feel somewhat like they're accumulating their abilities over the course of multiple playthroughs.
We notice players like to take photos of their envoys, but it's very difficult in the game. You have to get the camera just right to get a certain distance from the character, or capture the shot in a conversation when you see your character. So this allows you to really get into it and capture some awesome shots or some scary shots, depending which way you're going.
We're super excited to announce that Avowed's finally going to come out to PS5. Pre-orders are going to be live today.
Cool, good for PS5.
Yeah, keep an eye out on our socials, and we'll announce when the store
is
page
it
is open.
Multiplayer? Or is it just single player? Rounded 2. You're fighting wasps? It's gotta be like a hard ass fight. Fighting ladybugs. Is that a freaking ladybug tank?
Grounded 2 is a survival game. It is set in a gigantic city park. You play as a teenager who has been shrunken to roughly the size of an ant, and you just have to survive in this environment with, insects that are the size of a bus, and figuring out how to eat and get some water and fight those bugs and craft new materials and new weapons. As you go and gain in power and get over those initial survival challenges, you can sort of get into the story of what has really happened in this park. A number of huge updates planned for the park. This is the first big content update that we have. We've been calling it the winter update. It's really about adding in this next big chunk to the park, and that comes with a lot of things that are very, very exciting for us. With this winter update, which is the community garden, is attached right to that early picnic area.
Cool.
On the map, it's just to the east of it, behind the gigantic statue of Tully and Burgle. This was our opportunity to really start delving into a brand new biome with everything that entailed. You've got
That's cool, bro. It's like a whole new park, but it just makes the whole thing different. The whole world's different.
All of these introduce a lot of new and different types of artwork and places for the player to explore. And then, of course, we need all the insects that go in these areas too. And so a ton of new insects that are in there. As I love to say, all of these insects, you can fight. Maybe they're docile and you can attack them. Many of them are aggressive and will attack you.
Firefly.
And regardless, you fight them, learn their tactics, and then eventually turn them into fashionable attire and new weapons.
Going to a new biome, a new area in the park allows us to fully lean into what makes the park unique from the backyard. And for us, that means that mixture of really organic structures as well as that man-made touch. That this was designed by humans.
Giant words and giant boxes and giant cups.
Wasps are coming back, which are a lot of fun to fight, but can be kind of annoying. Again, this is a survival game, so so excited about those things coming back.
It's a red
Black
one.
ants are also coming back too, and like with both of those, you get sets of armor and different weapons.
Ooh, that goes hard.
After you've defeated these.
I like that
creatures.
too. I might have to play this game.
We're more excited about the new.
I need friends for this game. That's the only thing. Like, I really want to play this game, but it looks like it's very friend heavy, like co-op heavy.
New creature in the cricket. The cricket. Is pretty big. Again, this is the size of a large bus, probably. It has some very unique attack combinations that are a lot of
does
fun.
it kick?
It can also,
cool.
of course, jump very, very far. It has its own armor sets, its own weapon or weapons.
So every insect you kill, you can turn into armor or weapons, which is pretty cool.
Earwig. We actually have two different types of earwig. There's sort of a ranged earwig and a melee earwig that tend to travel around together to thwart the player with their strategic opportunities. Again, you can turn those into armor. Of course, turn them into your base furnishings. You can turn them into weapons.
Dang.
And we think they'll offer some exciting and
these fits go hard. You telling me these kids are this creative?
Grounded One players to be excited to see these creatures.
How did that
again,
kid make
but
that?
Also to be surprised and delighted by the changes. Just like we did in the picnic area, we've revamped the combat. So that means even looking at the old legacy creatures and going, okay, how do we make them a part of the system? How do we make them challenging in this new dance? How can we leverage our systems to make them more interesting? And so hopefully there's a couple of twists coming, even with the old favorites, that will keep veteran players on their toes and will surprise and delight new players.
We have a brand new buggy, the Ladybug buggy, which you'll be able to get and raise and hatch, and then ride around in the yard. And we're pretty excited about all that stuff. Like, I think all of it is coming together just really well.
I think every single Grounded player from Grounded 1 at some point jumped on the Ladybug and let it transport them around, and we often joke that was the original buggy prototype. And there's something so iconic about the Ladybug and getting on it and wanting to ride it that it felt
literally it turns into a turret after that.
But what's important for us whenever we do introduce a new buggy is we don't want it to just be another one or just a horse, And so it really boiled down to what can the Lady Buggy bring to the table that the other ones weren't? What can make her stand apart and bring a utility and an experience to the player that the other buggies aren't? How can we carve out her own little niche in the game? She's the tank. She's, the one who can get into those really tough fights and withstand those large swarms of insects. And that's where the idea of the water cannon on her back and players being able to shoot at their enemies, and that ended up providing a ton of gameplay.
It kills them? What kind of pressurized water is that? I understand the flies though.
Being able to shoot down the aerial insects that
That
are
is
often
good.
a bit more challenging and a bit more frustrating for
Did he
players.
took
Well,
his
now you
ass
have
off.
this, ranged weapon that you can take them down with that feels super satisfying, almost like an anti-air gun. For us, as soon as we crack that, it felt like, okay, there she is. That's her niche, and now it's just about bringing that experience to life and finding moments in the garden experience to really highlight that and let that shine for the player.
Yeah, this game does look really fun, man. I really wish I could get into it. I just need friends
So we
to
saw
like, play that
about
with.
great interview that you did over there. We see now that we have New Game Plus coming. There's a photo mode, new weapon type, changing appearance.
Show me what's next.
The like hope at least for Fallout.
This is going to be Outward 2 from Night Dot Studio, a follow-up to their other survival game, Outward, obviously. We have Varen's Call by Titan Rock, and then we also have Dragon Twin by Draconic Interactive.
Ooh. I'm really tired, I'm not gonna lie to you. After this stream, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how if we're gonna be long or live the whole time. I might actually just like go to sleep after we're done watching the showcase. I wanted to game more, but we're gonna save it for what, next week?
Downscaling
next Monday.
Is
because
because they
like
want to be immersed more than they want
I
to be
am
powerful.
I'm
And
like
that was the big
yawning.
change in
I'm not
our
yawning
approach
like in
to
public, but
remake
obviously
all of
I'm
our
like
design
yawning in my head.
decisions to be
That
in
makes sense.
alignment with this
And I don't
game.
want it to seem
If
like
you
I
were
hate
just a
this
regular person and you wanted to
showcase.
think like a human would, but in a
This seems
fantasy
interesting.
world.
I actually
It's
haven't seen
when
a single
you
game that
are
I'm not interested
aloof, when you're just like, that's not so dangerous, I've done it before, and that's when life just snaps back at you, right?
Hey,
In
Bamboo.
real life, that's like that. It should be like
No
that in the
spam.
design as well. So one gigantic thing is the character creation. In Outward 1, like, we had very ugly protagonists, and we didn't have a lot of options. You had like 3 skin colors, a handful of faces,
Okay, cool.
a handful of haircuts, and that was it. It feels like really drawing yourself into an RPG. You choose a background, you choose traits, you have a very granular system to modify and customize your character to your liking. One of the big thing is you choose one of 3 starting locations. So as a regular person, what
Haboob.
justifies throwing yourself into danger? How do you become an adventurer? Well, we have
so
3 different
childish.
quests,
Anyways,
depending on
continue.
which city you choose.
Sorry
So
about
if
that.
you are in Simeon's Bastion, you are a homeless person. You're desperate.
Damn.
In Tramontaine, you are a miner and you're trying to like improve your status and your quality of life. In
Mhm.
Haboob, you are just a clerk who just bought a house. What could possibly go wrong?
Cool.
And very mundane situations, like you're not special or anything, but something special happens to you, and then you have to live up to the situation.
Hey,
We want
Vito.
a weather system.
Welcome in,
that
welcome in.
Is very dynamic. So now we have a year-long calendar with seasons, and you just
Welcome
go
back.
through all that. So it's gonna be winter, and then it's spring, and then summer, and does change, like what kind of stuff can be found, what kind of armor you need to wear. Dual wielding is
Cool.
gigantic. So now
Oh my
you
gosh,
can
bro, look at that
combine
freaking- look at
anything
this
that goes in
bar.
one hand.
What the
And
freak?
That opens up a lot of possibilities. In Outward 1, like you had your off.
Yeah, I don't normally stream at night. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like kind of tired right now.
Now you can
But
just
I wanted to
interchange.
definitely
You
be
can
here
have
for the
2 shields
showcase.
if
I
you
would have
want.
streamed
It
earlier,
sucks.
but then I'd
I
have to
don't
stream
recommend
again
it.
to watch the
But you
showcase.
can.
So I figured I'd
Of
just
course, like,
save it for
visually and the fact that
now.
it's much more lush.
We're probably just gonna check this
build,
out for a
it's
quick
more
bit, though.
Visually vibrant. That's going to be something that people will notice very quickly. Just like in Outward 1, we have 8 skill trees, and all those skill trees have some exclusive skills. So if you take one, you can't take the other, and you have a maximum of 3 breakthrough points. So there's only 3 skill trees that you can learn from to the maximum of the capabilities. Otherwise, you have like the first few layers of skills.
Right, and you play
available.
different,
One thing we added are the attributes.
playthrough and
points,
choose the
the
other
core
stats
so
and all that.
strength, agility, constitution,
I actually don't know what game this is right
intelligence.
now.
We added those. We're gonna track a lot of different.
I'm not
things
gonna lie to
in
you.
Siege.
This
They're all gonna
showcase
have,
is
like,
nice, but I do feel like they
So
kind of
let's
rushed a lot of the
say
stuff.
you dodge
Like,
attacks successfully a certain number of
I do like
times,
that they're giving the
unlock a
commentaries from
note
the developers,
that
but like you
will
could
give
leave
you a
like the
passive
title of the
trait
game like somewhere and then
increase your agility.
maybe give like a
So very
trailer
small
for the
incremental
game, because like
changes.
some of these
You
games are
start
already
with very
released,
simple
but
things,
others of these
and it
games haven't been released
expands
yet,
in more and more
and it's just showing like
So
gameplay.
you won't be able from the very start to
This game does
unlock
look pretty
all
fun.
3 skill
I
trees
don't
just
really
because
know
you
what's
have
going on in
the
it though.
cash to do it. You will have to have experience. You will need to have practiced the life of danger.
Again, a lot of these
and
games are like
to be
very
able to
early in development,
understand,
so obviously
get
like
to the
not
next
everything
level
is going to
of skill
be
trees. Other than that,
what
well,
this
I
game
think it's
consists of, I
important to note
guess.
that all 4 regions are new regions, so it's really just completely new environment to explore.
Outward 2, that's what it is. Yeah, I feel like they should say what the game is first,
Today,
do
we're going
they?
to be taking a deep dive into our upcoming action RPG, Varen's Call.
Varen's Call.
The
Okay.
world of Leda is entirely shrouded by darkness on one side, while scorched by endless sun on the other.
Oh.
These incredibly hostile areas are known as the Forsaken Realms, which, as you may have noticed, is the name of the universe we are meticulously crafting. Your first steps within the Forsaken Realms will take you to the Vale of Varen, a city on the brink of collapse.
Different, yeah.
And the first of our narrative-focused adventures.
Oh, that's some nice armor.
You'll step into the boots of a lone mercenary, seeking to answer Varen's call for aid, and maybe earn some gold and glory along the way.
Oh man, those things look creepy.
It's clear that
Kind of
Varen
like
needs a
Epic
hero,
Mickey.
and every hero
Giant ass
needs to slay the
troll.
countless fantastical beasts they'll encounter. Varen's Call aims to cater to a wide range of playstyles, offering you the freedom to combat the unknown in a variety of ways. Whether you prefer to be a nimble-footed archer, flinging fireballs between arrows, or face your foes toe-to-toe as an axe-wielding whirlwind of death, the choice is yours.
He's spinning with it, dude.
Into playing a specific way. You have the ability to adapt.
Oh my
to
god,
counter,
fire swords.
Or completely switch playstyles midway through your adventure.
Anytime I see any kind of like dual wielding of short swords, I instantly think of like Ahsoka Tano, and I just want to like do a Ahsoka Tano run.
Gaining character experience. Hidden chests throughout the world will reward you with a range of weapons, armor, and unique trinkets. Some providing unique effects to help you gain an edge in your next combat encounter. The local hamlet of South Vale acts as a hub, a safe space that provides various amenities for you to further develop your character.
Okay.
Use the forge to upgrade the weapons and armor you find throughout the world, and the dismantling bench to deconstruct items for materials. The spell crafting table can be used to increase the power of your magic.
Nice.
Everything from an area of effect freeze attack that stops
Cool.
the enemy in their tracks, to ripping up the ground from underneath their feet with destructive
Oh my
force.
gosh.
Use the trap making bench to upgrade and unlock new traps.
I
and
like
gadgets.
this. You get to have like pretty much, you can have any kind of playstyle here.
Allowing you the opportunity to
Be a trapper, go
enemies
for
off
it.
guard.
Be someone just good at like
And finally,
crafting
the
stuff.
alchemy cauldron.
Be an alchemist, be a wizard, be a warrior, all that kind of stuff.
From replenishing health and restoring stamina to curing yourself of nasty status effects.
And using
These
poisons.
concoctions are sure to aid you on your journey.
Lemonade. Okay.
Okay, great. So you
Nice.
equip that shiny new helmet, purchase that slightly overpriced magic spell you always had your eyes on, and upgraded that
Raining
new Polymaster
rocks?
barrel to the volatile variant.
Ahsoka is
that has
wifey. Yeah, I love
even more
Ahsoka.
boom. You're ready to get back into the fight, but maybe you want a change of pace.
She's saucy, bro.
Yes, you're supposed to be the hero and save the city, but
Pet
heroes
him.
need breaks too. Besides, there's a whole world to explore, and quirky characters from all walks of life.
Ugh,
Your
that tiny ass alien.
their problems.
Then you've come about the job.
You might find yourself involved in a murder mystery, helping a local peacekeeper catch the criminal behind the death of her beloved friend.
The troll
Or
shroom.
maybe you're on a mission to rid Varen of the Gnomi scourge that plagues the city. All because a crazy guy in an
Screams.
outhouse called you a hero.
I know the truth!
Maybe we should stick to the main task at hand after all.
Okay.
Varen's Call is soon to release on PC with full controller support, with the aim of releasing on consoles at a later date. Our game is inspired by classics like Fable and The Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
So if this sounds like your kind of adventure, consider heading over to Steam and adding it to your wishlist to stay up to date with us. Until then, we'll see you mercenaries soon.
Kinda interested in it. I'm kinda interested in it. That does sound very freaking cool. Bro, I wish I had more time in a day at least, bro. If I had more time in a day, we'd be streaming for like 5 hours, bro. If there was 30 hours in a day, we'd be streaming 5 hours straight. Dragon Twin. I'd be getting done with playthroughs so fast. Oh my god, are you playing as a dragon? Epic Fantasy Dragon. The goal is to create the ultimate dragon rider experience. Or no, you're riding a dragon. Create your dragon, take the skies right into battle, and command armies from the back of your fiery flying oh my gosh! There's no way this is a real game. This shit is not real. What the freak? This is what Skyrim should have had. Focus at the stage to take. Yo! Right now they're working on like the how the dragon works and shit. Cool, but like, oh my gosh. Cancel future funding and the shifting nature of the game development. A game where you ride a dragon into battle and command armies. Now in Blade-inspired kingdom builder, but the core concept can easily be adapted to smaller scope variants to fit the project needs. Interesting. Early access to the Patreon supporters. Cool. Get y'all funding now, bro. This shit looks fire. Oh my gosh. Play system with more features being added in the future as they get ready for testing. Woo! Yo, this game looks dope. You can customize your dragon since Dragon Creator. Give him a nice thin scalp, narrow eyebrow. Oh my god, you give him horns too. Look at the freaking neck. This reminds me of Spore. Oh, you can give him 4 legs. I'm assuming also 2 legs if you want. That shit looks fire. Okay, Dragon Twin. Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping up to that. Draconic.
First question I had was, how hard is this game going to be? Because the most common question about the original Outward was, okay, this is like, does it have to?
Number 4.
Oh my god, oh my god. I think this is what I really need to see. This is what I really need to see here, y'all.
That Jake hosted, where we talk a little bit about the making of the game, the people behind it, and RTS.
I think it's Atomic Hearts. Come on, fish! Yo, it's been so freaking long, dude. Is this the final DLC to the first game? I think it is. Crispy critters! My wife! Oh my gosh, bro. This game has taken forever to finish. Yo, those dudes were so annoying, especially the ones in all black, bro. They just knew Kung Fu, bro. They were whooping your ass. After a while, though, it became pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. This game is kind of a blast. People sleep on this game a lot. This game is actually fire. Just floating in the air. Oh, oh, the drill. Final DLC number 4 coming soon. Thank you. Oh my god, bro, we're gonna be so in on that when it comes out, bro. I need to finish this shit up. Pretty sure I have the pass, so I have the access to all the DLC, so I'll be getting that.
Is it recording?
This is Atomic Heart 2.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
Now, we did see that part of the trailer,
Believe it myself.
like a couple years ago, actually.
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same
Wait, is this the same
feeling.
trailer?
A terrible sense of
Where they're
my
playing,
own powerlessness.
Queen? Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good... God damn, I forgot
How did the whole of humanity
what was going on in this. Also, this is nice because now I have the concept locked in.
What if the cube didn't appear, but
This was about robots. What is that?
always there, and we've only just started
Also, it's supposed to be like Battle Royale, right? Holy shit. Snowman? Yeah, I think this is Battle Royale base. Damn. The twins are all golden out. Is that a pigeon, dude? Granny! Yo, Coochie shot is crazy. The Cube, Atomic Universe. Okay, it's just part in set in the universe. What are they like showing new graphics? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love that. Oh man. Uh-huh. So there's another boss fight with the twins. StarCraft? Let me chill. What is this? This looks like another strategy game. I'm kind of into that. You know I love strategy games. Immortal Gates of Pyre.
Gates of Pyre is an attempt to modernize and make more accessible the RTS genre while simultaneously keeping all of the complexity and the opportunities for mastery that have made RTS so popular over the years. So it's I would refer to it as a Blizzard-style RTS. The fast action,
StarCraft.
big battles, very tactical.
That's what you're thinking of,
kind
StarCraft.
very rapid-fire chess. We realized that RTS, in part because it was dominated by a few big players, never really went through the kind of indie transformational experimentation. Some of the companies that tried to do so did so by stripping away features or losing some of the things that really made RTS great. In the early days, we surveyed a lot of players in both MOBA and RTS communities and found that they really loved the fantasy of commanding an army. RTS, at the end of the day, if you were to strip it all away, is just you're commanding an army, another guy's commanding an army in real time. Right.
Yeah, just going at it.
Because you get individual unit control, it can be very overwhelming, and because you're also building those units, because you're building a base, because you're having to do so much macroing along with the microing simultaneously, that for most players it just gets overwhelming and complicated. And so we worked through it kind of line by line, trying to figure out what are the rote tasks, what are the things that players are required to do that are not really decisions, that are more just chores, right? And how do we make more and more of the complexity in the game, but optional, opt-in? We refer to it as opt-in complexity. And then simultaneously, how do we create a world and experiences and game modes that people want to be a part of? We want to take this genre and show people this genre isn't dead. People want this fantasy, they want this experience. A lot of it has to do with things like the UI and the UX, the unit design, and a lot of that opt-in complexity. So, for example, in most RTSs, you always have to be building workers. If you're not building workers, you're falling behind on your economy and you're screwed. The correct move, with very few exceptions, is to build a worker every chance you get. So we made that automated. But if you want to turn it off, you can. So if you're trying to do a specific time,
this game does look pretty cool. I am actually always down for more strategy games.
One of the other things is how in MOBAs you have a unified command card, right? All of the abilities and castable abilities on your hero are easy to reach. You can hit all of those buttons very quickly on one hand.
This just reminds me heavily of StarCraft, but that's not a bad thing, because I do kind of fuck with StarCraft.
With one button by default, and then all of the abilities, castable abilities of your army are also on that one unified command card. One of the things that people often tell us is that when they watch our game, it looks like an RTS, but when they play it, it almost plays more like a MOBA in terms of how they're commanding their army. Our early idea was if we bring the top, 10 modders within generally the strategy gaming space, if we bring them all together and we say, if we were to come together and build a game that truly is the next generation of RTS, what does it look like? And that's what we set out to do. The 1v1 or 2v2 PvP experiences, they're similar to a StarCraft or a StarCraft 2. Maps, we did redesign the maps and we redesigned the mechanics in a way that 2v2 is actually really, really fun. It's a core support gameplay mode. And
some teamwork.
Players, including pro players, have actually really
Summon
enjoyed
Deep Worm.
2v2
Oh, wow.
tournaments. But the ultimate goal is to destroy the enemy's town centers, and so it's kind of a tactical back and forth with counters, and strategic snipings, and using immortal abilities in clever ways. So it's great for mastery and laddering and skill gain. Ultimately, or at least the goal, is to have other PvP modes that are more casual or more playful, kind of some chaos modes, auto battler modes, things like that, where if you just have 10 minutes and you want to have a beer while doing it, and you want to do something that's a bit strategic, but you don't want to get that sweaty, we want to have those experiences too. That's a big part of the target market that we're looking at, is people that like to be challenged mentally, but don't necessarily want to try to do the crazy APM and don't want to get too invested in the competition.
I like
we want
that.
to do a full grand campaign. The inspiration for how we kind of want, or how we see the ideal campaign, if we can build it, is very similar to Dark Crusade. It's a grand campaign. You can be kind of any of these different factions and conquering territory and building new and unique stories.
Okay. Immortal Gates of Pyre. I'll actually check that one out because that does sound really cool.
Not our new trailer that we're showing with this. Of course,
I live for.
Far, far west and
Next up, we have
erosion.
what I'm calling kind of a western section. We have some new footage from the game X Killer. That's going to be Paradark Studio. There's Far, Far West from Evil Raptor and Erosion from Plot Twist.
EXE Killer.
Exec
Killer.
We are Kasia and Amadeus, the creators of the game.
And this is
Nice.
the overview.
Oh. Oh.
Execular is a first-person action-adventure game that encourages exploration, rewards curiosity,
And never holds your hand.
You play as Denzel Phoenix.
Damn.
Execular, a corporate bounty hunter.
Execulars hunt down fugitives and reclaim souls from those who try to escape the
Like
system.
legit souls?
One of the game's main hubs is the Tower, a massive fortress city ruled by the Helion Corporation. This is where you accept contracts, upgrade your gear, and prepare for missions.
Job well done, contract
Look
fulfilled.
at this dude's hair, man.
The game is structured in chapters, and almost everyone begins and ends in the tower.
Cool.
Outside the tower lies a harsh, scorched desert.
Cool.
You travel through it in a heavily modified car, designed to protect you from extreme conditions, such as heat and radiation. Inside the vehicle, you have access to your computer, storage, and a working radio.
Cool. Just fighting cowboys. Damn, he got laid out. Oh, a slide? I love the revolver work. Yup. Shout out the lever action. Grenade. Yup. Throwing knife. Hey. Oh my god, took his hat off. Can you take their hats? Oh god.
Survival is core part of the experience.
Inventory space is limited, and every item matters.
You become over encumbered.
Forcing
Oh, okay,
players to
no,
make
just
careful decisions
won't let you
about
take
what
it.
to carry and what to leave behind.
Helion's high-tech systems allow you to hack devices, pick locks, and access restricted areas.
Your cybernetic implants help you uncover hidden elements and investigate the environment.
Beep beep. Nice. Those mines or no? They're
Missions
like
and level design are fully
King
done
Hotel.
linear.
Ooh, nice.
There's no single way to complete a contract. Stealth. Dialogue and
Put a
combat
freaking silencer on a
all valid
revolver.
approaches
Yeah, that's what we do.
and can be
I don't have
fully
any other
combined.
weapons.
In Execular, every decision matters.
What's it gonna be? Plata or muerte?
Let's have a duel. I saw you didn't show the duel.
Wishlist Executor on Steam.
You could duel people
Hi,
and have like a
everyone.
standoff.
Robert here from Fireshine Games. I am the senior product manager for Far Far West, developed
Far
by
West.
the incredible 6-person team at Evil Raptor.
I haven't seen gameplay on this
Far
yet.
Far West is a 1-to-4 player co-op PvE first-person shooter where you play as robot
People said this was like
cowboys in
Helldivers.
a weird western world. Work together to kill bosses, collect bounties, and cleanse the lands of the evil enemy invaders. Today, I'm going to talk you through a short, single-round session of Far Far West.
Okay.
Here, we're exploring the Far Far West hometown, an evolving space
Shit
where
like
you can upgrade
Borderlands.
your weapons, spells, and character. Once the team is geared up and ready to go, we can pick the bounty we want to hunt and drop into the game.
So you're hunting down the bosses, but on the way there you have to deal with the little gremlins and whatnot.
Now that we have dropped into the map, it is time to head to our first objective. We can travel around the map much faster with the use of our trusty horses, which you can summon with the press of a button.
Giant skeleton bull rhino.
When fighting enemies, I can use different firearms and a variety of spells to do damage or heal myself and teammates.
All the enemies are just like undead skeletons,
Spells
looks
and
like.
guns can also be comboed together to make their effects
That's a
more
crazy
powerful.
twist. You're a
Spread
robot
your
fighting
damage further,
the
or you
undead.
can create new spells.
Those things don't even live in the same environment.
To summon this boss, we need to do the obvious. Launch a nuke at its nest.
Oh, okay,
Let's
totally.
get this rocket loaded with explosives and shoot it into the sky. When playing co-op,
Hey.
you have to work together as a team to complete the objectives and defend yourself from enemy attacks.
Oh my god.
Right now, we're throwing sticks of dynamite to my teammate for him to put in the rocket, of which he is actually only catching a few. While carrying out objectives, you will attract the attention of the enemy hordes, who will try and stop you.
God damn. Shit look chaotic. Oh my gosh.
Now we have the rocket all powered up, let's launch it at the boss nest to really make it angry. This bounty is far from over. Now we have
Shout
to
out the
take
robot
the beast
horses.
down.
Summon boss.
Let's summon the boss and get this party started.
Let's see. Is there a cutscene that plays? Oh no, it just comes out. It's a giant like vulture skeleton that shoots out freaking tornadoes apparently. Oh, Alex is dead.
We won.
They killed
and
it.
The boss is dead, but we aren't safe yet. So let's get to the station to get the last train out of town.
Oh, now you get extract.
When the
90
train is called,
seconds.
we have to
Yup.
stay alive for its arrival, which
Okay.
is easier said than done when the whole of the far west wants you dead.
I was gonna say they don't get ran over.
We made it out alive.
Nice.
Well, some of us.
Nah,
which
Alex.
means we get to keep the resources we found along the way. These will allow us to upgrade our characters even more and be stronger for the next bounty. This was just one simple game of Far Far West. There are multiple bosses, maps, objectives, weapons, spells, upgrades, and cosmetics. All
Just
unlockable
backhands
through
the snake
play. You can play
skeleton.
the playtest with your friends right now.
This looks interesting.
As a parent, you've got one job. Protect your family.
You died.
Whatever happens, you do it.
Okay.
Die trying.
Okay, go ahead, cowboy.
But even if you kick the bucket, you don't stay dead for long.
So you gotta keep on repeating. He called a bike this time. He's flying inside. Every death costs a decade. Every choice counts. There's just a bunch of chicken cultists? Is that what that is? Oh my god, it's a giant sandworm. Nice. Is that a water gun? Oh yeah, this shit looks fire. What is that? Start from the beginning. Bubble gun? Explosion gun. I don't even know what that was. Lightning gun. No, it's a chicken. Pod racing. His body's just all over the place. Erosion.
First
Okay.
up, we saw X Killer. That's coming from Paradox Studio. It's kind of, I mean, the vibes look great to me. It was real world location.
Oh shit, the Division?
Polygriff.
Division 2. Oh my, bro, I haven't played Division 2 in so long, man. Last time I played Division 2 was during that New York crossover, like the first game, when they had like all the stuff from the first game.
Imagine a real world.
This is Ubisoft though.
The most
You know what? Actually,
important
Division
city
hasn't
in
been
the
good, I
United
guess. So
States,
you know, it's still a little like
Washington,
unknown.
completely.
No, I used to
ravaged
grind this game out on my
by a pandemic and
PS4.
struck by the strongest, worst blizzard of all time.
If I can play it on my
You
PC,
are
then
going
low
to
key I
have
might
to
get into it again.
survive and extract the most valuable resources.
But I was on
And
top of this.
course,
Funny
that
enough,
leads us
actually,
to
this game was
survivors.
what started
So
my
what are we
first
doing?
like idea to come back into YouTube again, because I
our
didn't
10-year-old
realize this is slow.
laurels, from, survival.
Because
So we're
basically
reimagining, we're bringing
companion assault.
snowstorm, this weather change to Washington D.C. That's something that you've never seen on.
This is
in
from Division 1,
Washington,
right?
DC.
Or
We're
this
gonna
isn't this like the
transform
beta test?
the entire map. We're thinking about it in a very different way, with innovations that haven't
This was
been
what
seen
kind of
yet.
got me
There's-
started into getting
there's
back
a,
into like making content, because I
focus
made like
on this
a
to make it such
Ubisoft
a
account
different
like
feeling
on
experience from
Instagram, and I would like
core
talk about all these
Division 2
Ubisoft news on like
experience. I think
Division,
we've got
Assassin's
something
Creed, For
super,
Honor, all that
super
stuff.
promising here. Survivors
Eventually I lost interest and started
is
doing YouTube
developed
for all, and you know, it
with
helped.
Magnus Jensen, who is the original Division 1 creative director. So this is a guy who lives and breathes the Division. He's so excited about jumping into this type of game mode again. And there is a hint in the title of something that we're going to be doing really differently from
Survivor.
everybody else. We always develop with a player in mind, with player types in mind.
So you could just
And I
have
think
like
here we have
companions?
to
Is that what that
acknowledge
is?
that, the Division 2 has a large player base of passionate gamers. And one of the things that we want to do is really lean into the sort of comfort game of the Division 2. People are happy to jump in, know their way around the controller, know their way around the map. They know how to play this game. So we're going to take that and subvert it a little bit and change the map.
I used to see this other guy.
and make
There's
sure
a
that
there's a
the-
YouTuber I
the-
found one
the
time, and he was
weather
like a huge
has
like
an
Division player.
impact on you, which it
And
doesn't
I got
have
like
in
onto one of
Division
his
2.
streams one time,
So
and he
there
like
are
helped me
lots
get
of
this like
little
super
things that
rare
we're
gun.
doing
It's like the
to
Eagle gun or whatever.
surprise our core
And you know, he gave it to me and
Veteran
stuff. It was really
players,
cool. It was really
they're gonna
cool.
be
Like he really carried me
surprised.
through
All
that.
of these locations that they know by
I bet if I
heart,
type in Division
they're
2,
gonna
it's gonna be like one of the first
so
things
the
that come
Division
up.
3 is in production, right? This
Division
is not
3.
a secret. It's been announced. It's shaping up to be a monster. I can't really say anything more than that, but this is within these walls in Massive. We are working
Oh, I can't find his
extremely
account.
hard on something that I think will be as big an impact as Division 1 was. There's a team in
Okay.
Paris working on this, and they're putting the final touches on a mobile execution of the promise of Division 1. So, Division 1, New York, pandemic strikes, take back New York. This is a brand new story with
You know the
mechanics
vibes,
that
that's
are
his name.
really fine-tuned
Is he still
to a
streaming?
mobile phone. Graphically, this looks like a
I think he
PS5.
is. Yeah, his last post is
you
September.
may have seen the adverts for it. It looks phenomenal. Really, really good. It plays really good. And it has a few innovations. You know, the Dark Zone, this area of atypical PvP. It was an area where
The Dark
much
Zone,
like other
bro.
games
I
today,
couldn't do the Dark Zone. I
popular
tried doing the
games
Dark Zone.
today, you could
Too many
walk
sweats in
around,
there, bro. I
you
got
could hear
killed so many
gunshots,
times.
Go over there. There'd be another agent.
But it was fun.
You'd approach cautiously, feel each other out, and decide whether to partner or to actually engage in PvP.
Yeah, you
The
could team with people, then they
whole
just
of
betray
the
you like during
Resurgence
extraction,
map
just take all your
is
shit.
friendly to
People
other
were
agents.
nasty in that
So
game.
You'll hear gunshots on a corner. You won't need to be in the Dark Zone. It could be anywhere, and you can group with those people. So PvP is off by default, but being able to group up and to see other agents in the streets, that's never been done in a Division game before, let alone a mobile game.
Oh, it's a mobile game. In a world looks like chaos. Terror rises. This ain't Payday. Off response is initiated. Was this like reverse Payday? You're playing as the police instead? Elite police forces. Fight crime. Across a variety of dynamic urban locations. Cool. Nice. Ooh, fighting you're fighting terrorists, dude? Because like, how do they have all that stuff? That's a lot of weaponry. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Escort VIP. I think the VIP's dead, dude. There will not be a VIP here, I promise you. What the hell is going on? He tried to dive out the way. Work as a team. I don't even know who my team is, dude. Drive vehicles. Varied enemy types. Like suicide bombers looks like. Oh, they're pulling up in the SUV. Hard-hitting mayhem, yeah, no doubt. Yo, bro, they're painting in there. That dude's blood is all over the place. This lady over here needs to get out. I can't even point to her because of how much shit's going on the screen. Jesus. Jesus. Justice needs devastating firepower. I guess so. I won't question it. This is all completely justified. I think I'm deaf. Alpha response. Looks interesting though. What is this now? What the freak is this? An office shooter? They're skating on desk chairs. Roller chairs with miniguns. What the freak is this? What? It's like a battle royale on chairs. Last man sitting. Jesus. This looks goofy as hell, and I love it. Take too much damage, you're gonna be flying off your shit.
Is a game where you blast through the environment mounted on an office chair. So
what
you're
the
always
hell
on
are
an
the
office chair,
office props
and you also
coming to
have
life?
a freaking gun. So movement-wise, it sort of feels a bit like you're skating, but it's also most definitely a shooter.
And you guys also described the game as a battle royale. So does it lean BR? Or is it more shooter? Is it a mix of both? How's that go?
So many years ago, there's early like prototypes of the game.
Recycle
it was a
bin?
battle royale game. And it sort of went viral and got like a lot of followings based on some short videos of the game. But then as we developed the game more, we found that we wanted to gravitate away from that a bit. So we saw some limitations with the battle royale gameplay. Eventually the game became more like more of a 4-player chaotic PvP shooter, more like a shooter version of Super Smash Bros., which is like one of our favorite games at the office. There's like different maps. There's different modes also. We worked on the PvP mode. We also made a PvE mode, which is more like maybe best compared to Swarm survival games. So it's more like a lightly narrated story where you go up against your manager and you like go up in the floors of an office building. You have to survive for a certain amount of time. There's more and more enemies coming that become more numerous and more ridiculous as time goes by. There's mini bosses, there's main bosses, and you level up, you get power-ups.
The boss is your freaking manager, and then your CEO, and that's it.
The PvE game mode, so that's when it gets really ridiculous.
Okay.
Then you can unlock, of course, new weapons, new characters, new abilities. You can upgrade your chair, so you can.
That was one of my questions. So
we looked a lot at this like early 2000s aesthetic, which we thought was like
reminds
really
me of
cool, especially like when we start designing the user interface.
Goat Simulator.
You know, what if the
but no
whole user
goat,
interface
just straight
felt
simulation.
Like Windows Millennium Edition or Windows XP, and you have that those little square windows, and you have the font that we all remember. So
Okay.
eventually the game sort of became more of this like 2000s nostalgia type game. We also have a lot of like Counter-Strike players at the office. So that's definitely something that I think has had its imprint on the game as well. Imagine it's 2002 and you're listening to punk music and you're playing on your Windows XP computer. That's sort of the feeling that we want the game to have.
Last Man Shitin. What is this? What is this? Star Wars? That's a freaking... What the hell is this? Fighting on scrap machines? World War I style? Build. I assume this is like versus co-op, right? Because it looked like, well, I don't know, maybe it's like just one person doing different things. Loot. It could be co-op. Zombies? Zombies who know how to use guns? Sand Raiders of Sophie. Launches in March. Sand game.
I say first up, we're going to talk about the Division interview. Of course, we
think I'm
weren't
actually
able
fully
to get
caught up here. Yeah, we're caught up. Cool. Let's go and keep on getting into it, shall we?
Be and where they want to go for quite some time now, and now they're finally getting to breathe that into existence slowly.
They also talked a little bit about Division
You have the
3,
chat in here, so I feel more.
When I say a little bit, I mean like
not alone.
Give me a quote. Give me a quote.
Everybody kind of
Give me a
left.
quote. Julian said this. He said, "It's shaping up to be a monster." And I said, I'm going to clip that, Julian. Thank you very much.
I would say a highly anticipated game that they can't share a lot about, but we were excited just to hear that it's a monster, as much as people love these other games. Next up, we had Alpha Response coming from Min Lee.
For anyone who doesn't know Min Lee, the original creator of Counter-Strike, I love this guy. We've had the chance to meet him on a couple occasions, also sit down and talk with him. He went to his first Counter-Strike major this past year. It was an incredibly rare experience to see like such a notorious dev get to see what his game has truly become, and he was there since the very beginning, and then to see like an esport develop out of it was crazy. Not to go on too much of a tangent, but he still has that shooter DNA in him, and so this is kind of a mission-based shooter, might you, and you also play as law enforcement, but the goal is to complete a series of missions, and yeah, definitely remains true to the whole shooter Gooseman DNA.
It looks like Counter-Strike meets Payday, but you're the good guy. I mean, you're the law enforcement.
Then, speaking of Counter-Strike, we talked to a guy who was highly inspired by Counter-Strike, which is so cool to me to have in the showcase. So, like, we have the OG who made this game, then we have a guy who's inspired by that guy. This was Last Man Sitting.
It's so ridiculous, and I love it.
We need games like this.
It feels like a mixture of like Tony Hawk's Skater Pro, but replace the skates with chairs, and then
give them all weapons.
And give them some guns. Why not?
The clips are going to be insane.
Yeah.
You're going to see some wild stuff come out of this game. The things people are going to be doing.
And they're still working on a lot when it comes to PvP versus PvE, but at the core base of it, they want it to be PvP based. It's going to be a round-based game, and so I believe 4 players, so super competitive lobbies. But I think you can
also a chaotic shoot.
Very chaotic, and it progresses round by round. So their unique feature in competitive balancing is it's the first player to win 5 rounds, but if you lose a round, you get a power-up. So you get an ability, and that is their way to balance.
Even the odds a little bit.
You can even
basically
upgrade
make it
your
more
chair.
chaotic.
Yeah, so by the end, which you can, and by the end, it's going to be pretty hectic because, of course, if everyone's taking their turns and winning 3 rounds, 4 rounds, whatever, by the end, you're all going to be super OP. And so the ultimate goal is to win that 5th round. You're going to have to beat some pretty high-powered people.
My favorite part of the interview is hearing him say, we're inspired by Counter-Strike, Super Smash Bros, the Call of Duty era. He just wanted to see people 360 no scope others and like made a game out
In
of
an
it.
office
And if you see the trailer, you'll see the agents or the characters, and you'll be like, oh, that looks like Counter-Strike, and he'll say, yep, that was kind of. We're all big
You just
Counter-Strike
know he
fans.
grew up on the quick scope montages, 360 trick shots.
Well, and I love the idea of like they're sitting brainstorming the game, and he's like, I want to make a shooter, but what's our unique spin on it?
Wait a second.
Guys, get in here. You're never gonna believe this. You might want to sit down.
It'll make sense.
Then finally, in that section, we had Sand Raiders of Sophie. The developer is Holly Griff as well as Tower House, but the publisher is Tiny Build, who we're all very familiar
Why is
with.
everybody spamming
This is a co-op
Sand?
action adventure. You're in a
I
desert
don't understand.
world. Honestly,
Go to kick all the hosts.
I don't remember it.
Sand equals
They were
the
like
game. One of the
sailing in
worst
the
games in
desert
the
and some other
showcase
games,
is Sand.
but
Guys,
this-
they show Crimson
My
Desert
favorite
yet.
part about this
Mid
is that you can see
Sand.
them building your ship.
American
that you're
humor.
then,
Sand
like,
is the worst
traversing
game of all
desert,
time.
Kind of like a
fighting
base
people.
building.
What are we
Yeah.
doing?
Well, it kind of reminded me of
Sin is
Sea
the
of
peak
Thieves
of all, is
meets
the truth
Base
and the light.
Builder,
Rust.
where you're like, yeah, you're
This is
building
so
your
corny.
own
Save me,
ship.
please.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Rust on legs.
There's also normal gunplay too, as well, though, which I found. At first, I was like, oh, it looks cool.
They
but then I saw
might
there were,
show
like,
new
mobile
Witcher
guns, too.
stuff, honestly.
I like it's a new concept.
Sand is not
I
mid,
feel like,
shake my
where
head.
they were probably, I have to assume, fans
like,
of
I'm
Rust
defending
or-
it, but
or
also,
fans
like,
of
even I
different
don't know,
types of
like, how would you
games.
know if
Like,
it's
okay,
mid or
what
not?
if
What if
we
it is
make
mid?
a moving base in the desert, and then you can explode people's bases? Or I'm curious. We didn't see it in the trailer. I'm curious if you can raid other people's
I'm
bases.
pretty sure you.
That'd be the coolest part. If you
Pretty
raid
sure-
raid
like
their
jump
base.
off of yours.
Pretty
onto
sure you
theirs.
can take other people's bases. I'm pretty sure.
No one joining that bum ass Discord.
Next up, we have a
Officers,
section
Dragon
that a couple
Wilds,
of
and
us are
RuneScape.
definitely going to be
How long
very
has this been
excited
so
about.
far?
This is the 25th year that
An hour and a half?
Jagex
Damn.
has been
And I
making
skipped 4. It's probably
RuneScape at this
2
point,
hours in
which
now.
is extremely impressive. I know Jake and I have been playing it our entire lives. We've got old school
Yeah.
RuneScape, we've got
2.5 hours.
RuneScape 3, and we have Dragon Wilds.
The Trinity.
Right, so 3 games, massive games that have been around for a long time. A lot of people have heard of.
I think we should just give the room to Jake. We
I
just,
love
like,
it here. This
use
is
the
my-
bathroom real quick.
This is my favorite part for all you RuneScape fans.
When we all arrived here, the first thing I saw was Jake on his laptop, and RuneScape was pulled up next to Twitter. Like,
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Did you see how
dedication.
Hunter has like a side monitor just?
He does this.
Really? I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
These
What's your
guys
total
are
level?
real
Total level?
fans, though.
Yeah.
I'm north of 1800 now.
I'm over 2100.
I knew
so
that's
it's-
why I didn't want to answer, because I knew you were going to lead into it. Anyway, Jagex has given us a variety of exclusives across all 3 games. We're super happy to talk about it.
They've done a lot of very impressive things over the past year, I would say. They did Barlamore with Jake's favorite, the Gemstone Crab. Just AFK there, it's awesome. Has the Delve with Doom. They have the
Gridmaster.
The Gridmaster this year, which was super fun. I played that one. They also
I
had
have not
Sailing
touched,
most recently, which
this
is
game, like, at
the
all.
first new skill ever in
RuneScape.
old school RuneScape. Had a lot of back and forth. My
I'm
favorite
actually
part
surprised
about
this
it
game
is
is
the
still
fact that they
going.
listened to the
So, like,
community
good for
a
them.
lot with the release of it. The
This is
exclusive
like
they gave
Club
us
Penguin, but for
was
people,
this
like,
new logo reveal
before my
for
generation.
the next league season.
My generation grew up on Club Penguin. Or Wizard 101, I should say, actually. Same area, whatever. The generation before me, I guess, grew up on RuneScape. Old school leagues. I saw that 6, that 666, but okay. These people are not
So that
talking
was
about
League
RuneScape.
6 demonic packs. We don't know much more past that. Obviously, Leagues is a lot of fun and probably the most engaging
You
time
guys stop
periods
wasting
of
time with
RuneScape.
these
I think you see
fancy
player
please.
peaks every time. So I imagine a lot
Wow,
of
just
those
ban
WoW
the word
players are
sand.
going to come back and be a
Wow,
part of
a
that.
logo review.
Outside of that, RuneScape 3 was also in the news a lot this year.
For a variety of reasons. One of the biggest
This
ones
year?
being they removed the biggest monetization methods they had in the game, which was widely talked about and has been for probably next to a decade. You know, obviously in the MMO genre, you have to make money to sustain such big games and big servers for a reason and to keep these updates coming. They're not small teams. And so it was that community battle of like, we need monetization, but at what point is it too much monetization? And they finally reached that breaking point.
I think we also have some reveals of some of the areas they're revamping, which is very cool. They're trying to declutter the entire world because right now the game, if you, as an old school player, log on,
That's what it looks like right now?
you're probably like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Most of the time. So that's very cool. They also gave us the image of their anniversary cape, which looks fire.
Isn't that beautiful? And I actually have one behind me.
This is Jake's Avengers Endgame.
Oh man,
And then finally, we also had Dragon Wilds, which is a
Low-key,
game
I'm not
that
gonna lie to you.
we are very excited about.
Look,
I mean,
these
we
kind of
are
streams need to
big
happen a little bit
fans of,
earlier. This is just my personal
those
pick.
types
I am
of
tired.
games.
I don't
we
know,
spent a ton
man.
of time on, so when RuneScape
I don't know what it
announced this,
is.
We were super stoked
I'm
personally and
kind
played
of out of it right now.
They're in early access, but they talk
And
a
I'm
lot
not trying
about
to shit
their-
on these guys.
their,
I know they're doing a
1.0
good thing, and
release
shout out to
everything
them,
that's
but
coming.
I'm tired.
For
right
those
now.
unaware,
And they're just
Dragon
kinda
Wilds
yapping.
is the survival game
I
inspired
guess they
by
are kind of like
RuneScape.
giving
And so being a
traction
big
to
survival
what's
game
going
guy
on
and
to
my
the
love
future
for
games about the
RuneScape,
show.
it was kind of the mixing
But
of both
I
worlds.
feel like they
So
could have done this a
Dragon
little
Wilds
bit better.
was
Maybe
always
like
gonna be a
one
big
game
thing
at
for
a
me.
time. How about
And
that?
as you said, it is early access, still developing.
feel like
They
that'd
are
be
aiming
pretty
for that
good.
full release though, and it's still a great game and getting better and better.
If you like games
7K
like Valheim
watchers?
or
Are you
Shrouded,
serious?
I would say this is the kind of game
100%.
you would like to play because it's just like that. You can spend a ton of
It's a
time
new
building your house and making it better and better. And then they're also adding iconic RuneScape things. Again, we talked about that with like the cube. It's cool to see a world you already love in a
Alright,
new
y'all.
format.
The fresh twist.
They already
So I'm gonna
have
wrap up
released their
here.
roadmap, but we have a
I
lot of
might
cool stuff
watch the
that
rest
is
of
coming
it
to
later
the game that
on.
RuneScape
Maybe
players will
edit
recognize.
past
New
this
skills
part
come out
and
at each
add
time,
the
so fishing,
rest
prayer,
of whatever
agility,
shows come out
you're
to
gonna get,
this little
mithril
bit.
armor, rune armor coming out.
But yeah, I
There's
appreciate
3
you guys
new
for tuning
regions
in.
next year.
YouTube.
Coming with the 1.0 update, like
Check
over
out
time.
New
And
Game
then we got
Plus
the first look
Showcase.
at
I
Dowden
think they
Reach,
could do a
which
bit better
is
with
their
the way they're
next
presenting
region.
stuff.
You're gonna recognize
I don't
these
know,
black
man. I don't know.
knights,
I think it's
which
just because
look
I'm
a lot
tired.
scarier
I'm
than-
literally not
than
put it on.
He's not
I'm
gonna
just
make
tired
them
right now.
RuneScape. If this
So
is the Black
yeah, I'm
Knight's
gonna like try to
Fortress,
take a
it
nap real
looks
quick, and
absolutely
I'm gonna watch the rest of the stuff. Might like
You think
edit
it's
or
gonna be a lot of
something.
fun. Right.
I don't know if I'm going to continue after this segment.
You guys have heard me and Jake talk
Oh,
way too
really?
much about this. We also have a message from a couple of creators that you might recognize from the RuneScape community.